If I hadn't learned what I've learned doing Wolfpack, then I wouldn't be able to be a personal trainer and business owner. I wouldn't have been able to do it. I'm Yannick. I'm from Switzerland and I live in Germany, in Berlin, and I work there as a personal trainer. So I was working as a trainer in a small box gym. There was no room for growth for me there, and I knew I wanted to change something, but I didn't knew a lot about business, and the option I had were not really satisfying for me. And so I started to look for mentoring, knowing that I had to change something. Yeah, and then I stumbled upon Mark's work. It was very interesting for me to exchange ideas and to get confirmations or just new perspective on training and nutrition, how it's different or similar to what I am doing on the other side of the world. A gym where you have 300 plus PT sessions a week has to operate at a very different level that where I'm at right now. So it's very nice to get that kind of confirmation or, like I said, new perspective. So being very straight about what I want to achieve and what's realistic and how to define that, how to measure it, what kind of action I can take to move forward, and how to try and implement that when I go back. And that's been very, very valuable to me.
All right. Well, I have some questions today. So you flew over to Australia a couple. When was it? When did you fly over?
It was at the end of November.
How did you find the trip?
I think it was one of the best experiences of my life, to be honest. Yeah,
What made it such a great experience?
just to be in that kind of environment with other like-minded people that are very nerdy and ambitious, and that want to soak up knowledge, and that want to maybe change things or have a different point of view or want to be very good at what they do. To be in that kind of environment, that was great and very inspiring. It was the first time I went to Australia, so it was also a nice experience, and just to see how the real life is in the personal training scene in Australia, as opposed to what we see from the outside or from social media. That was also very very inspiring. The whole program just opened up so much ideas and possibilities for me. That's one of the reasons why I get so inspired. It's because it was not just, okay, I learned something that I can implement, but it's just open up, like, for the next 5 or 10 years, how I'm going to develop myself, not only as a businessman, but also as a trainer and also as a person.
So, in terms of financially, business-wise, what has changed for you? Like hard numbers, objective. What has changed for you since November?
So I think in November I was at 3,000 and a half gross income, and in February I was at 5,000. So it's been a steady increase, and it has been a steady increase since starting the program, and then Corona happened.
Yeah.
If I hadn't learned what I've learned doing Wolfpack, then I wouldn't be able to be a personal trainer and business owner. I wouldn't have been able to do it.
It's done that much for you.
Yeah, because I had no idea how to sell, how to speak to people into the gym, what it means to acquire clients, what's retention rate, that you can sell in packages, that you can take payment up front, that kind of stuff. I had no idea, because obviously I was really at the very beginning of my career, and it's very hard to imagine that kind of stuff, that you can be paid upfront several $1,000 for your services, and to have the trust that you can ask for it. Yeah. So and that's why I would say just do it, because if you want to grow and if you want to be a trainer and to be a business owner, to sustain your career, then that's the absolute right place to start.